Hey guys, out on the North Shore today in Wailua. We're on a job site that's infested with the beetle. I wanted to give you a little evidence of what it looks like so that when you have your tree trimmers come out, you can know what they should be looking for and ask them to see if they can find any of this stuff in the tree. And if they do, then you know you've got an infestation. So the first thing you can do is you can take a look up at the trees. I'm going to turn this around. Here's what a tree looks like that is infested. You can see at the very crown, you've got an arrowhead-shaped frond that's been eaten by the adult larva, the adult beetle. And then you've got other fronds that are not appropriately shaped. That's the number one sign. And then over here at the neighbor's house, well, that one you can see as well. But at the neighbor's house in the far distance, you can see that those, not only are they misshaped, but they're just damaged completely. So that's evidence that there's beetles in the crown. And that's when you probably are going to have to remove a tree. If they're in the heart of the tree, it's probably going to die. Now, these other trees that are in the area are potentially salvageable. You see some evidence of them being eaten, but you also see evidence that there's new growth that hasn't been touched. And so potentially that might mean that the beetle moved on, or they weren't successful in laying in that tree. And so today what we're doing is we're carving out everything we can see. We made a recommendation to remove 2 trees out of 7. The customer hasn't decided if they're going to do that yet, but what we are going to do is treat all of them with neem oil. I'm going to show you some of the remnants of the trees that we did pull it down from. So what I wanted to show is that they will nest in just about any part of the tree. You have the seed pod here, and you can see that hole. That's where the larva was deposited, and then what it does is it hatches and eats its way through, and they eat these holes. And then next to that is one that's actually, you can see the eggs in it, and that one's gonna turn into the beetle if we didn't eradicate it. But you can see that the frond was actually alive, so it didn't just wait for a dead frond. It burrowed into a live frond and started destroying it. And then you see evidence of these where they were already, and that's in a frond, and then this is in the old dead. And so that's the kind of stuff you're looking for, guys. Hopefully we can get on this in a meaningful way and start taking care of this for the population so the rest of the trees don't go. If you're on North Shore or Central Island, Mililani, Kunia, those areas, that's where we've seen the most damage so far. So if those are the areas of town you're in, pay special attention. One of the trees that we were inspecting for the beetle was infested, and it's one that we recommended they take down. And then as we were up in the tree, we found that there was a pretty sizable hollow spot about 8 foot down from the crown, about 6 feet down from the crown. And of course that means that the trunk is compromised and weakened, and during high winds it could easily separate from the tree and fall to the ground. And on this property, as you can see behind me, that tree happens to be over the top of their patio. So if it did come down, it would destroy most of that probably. Just want to show you evidence of the beetle in there. You can see that hole there, dug into a perfectly live frond. So a lot of people will say that it's just dead fronds that they eat, but they do actually deposit their larvae in the live ones. So that's what a palm tree is supposed to look like. This is what that one looked like. It didn't have much longer.